the fast 5 things you need to know. We'll start your day off swirly, it's the toast. I sound amazing.
Welcome back to The Toast and happy Thursday. Hope everybody's having a pargy day. I don't know how pargy of a day one could have. It is 9/11, and I'm sorry, there's just like no good segue into that. Yeah, so it's 9/11.
Yeah, no, it's a somber day for sure. 24th anniversary of 9/11. Yesterday was such a terrible day. Charlie Kirk was assassinated. It's just been like so awful and so heartbreaking. And for like, I don't know if everybody like knows who he was, but like he was a very prominent and like beloved conservative commentator, and it just speaks to like the state of our country that you can't even have open debate, because that was really his MO, was just like debate. Like, hey,
right.
AMA,
he would go to college campuses and like sit with a mic. Yeah, he basically held Q&As.
Like literally just talking, like very like moderately calmly, and like just a discussion of ideas. And so to watch him like get
just
shot,
be
and I think
shot in
everybody
broad daylight.
saw that video. Like I think he probably died like at
instantly.
the hospital. And now there's a manhunt underway for the killer. Like it's just like so tragic. He's a father. He has 2 small children. He has a wife. Like it's just a horrible story.
It's like the first thing I've experienced like this in my lifetime, I think. Like, it's so crazy. I feel like everyone's talking about it. And what's been so crazy is like, obviously it's like the wildest thing, right? Just being shot in broad daylight like that. And like, it's such a not televised, but like filmed event. Like everyone has a video of it. Like it's so crazy. But seeing like then the discourse unfold online, like it really is a reminder how like the internet is the most horrible place on the planet. Like the fact that like you can't really even just discuss like this, like how sad the event is without being like, well, what
if you shut up?
Like, okay, just chill. Like something awful just happened.
Yeah.
It was just, and then today I woke up and I was like, oh my God, it's 9/11. And like something about 9/11, like if in the city, like whenever people talk about 9/11, like that day, the first thing they remark on is the weather.
Yeah.
They were like, it was the perfect day. And I'm telling you, every 9/11 since, Jackie, it is the most insanely gorgeous day outside. Not a cloud in the sky.
It's so eerie.
It's so eerie. I feel like it's exactly what the weather was like on that day. So there's just like a weird vibe in the city today. Like when you walk around, everyone's like, you know, everyone's thinking it. And it always, like, I feel like we say this every year, but it's such a reminder that there are like plenty of people alive who weren't alive for that. And like for us, it marked I feel like a lot of people, like, it changed their whole lives, right?
No,
like there was a before and there was an after.
Yeah.
And so there are just people like with jobs walking around who like don't even know what we're talking about. And it's so crazy.
Yeah, well, they know what we're talking about, but like to have like lived it.
Oh, I'm sorry. They know what we're talking about. That's not what I meant. They weren't. It's just like an event in history,
as opposed to like something that you lived through that just like really changed the world.
Like Hiroshima, you know, like it was crazy back then, but now it's something like in a textbook.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so the fact that there are people on Earth like who lived it and people who didn't is just so weird.
Yeah. So thinking today of everyone who lost their lives, everyone who gave their lives.
Yeah.
Everyone
First responders. You know, actually, when I went to the US Open, I was chit-chatting with my driver and he was like, oh, I'm a former FDNY firefighter. And, you know, he was like a certain age. And I'm like, oh, were you? It was like the first thing I thought. I'm like, were you, you know, at Ground Zero? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, does everyone ask you that? He's like, literally everyone. He was like, we were part of the cleanup crew. So they weren't there on the day of. They like went down because he was like South Queens. But it's just like in the heartbeat of the city, like people who either live here now or were there at the time. It's just like this sort of ever-present thing. And once a year, like everybody takes the time to really remember it and tell stories of the day. Like, of course, like the best of us running towards danger, like really just like there's so many stories, right? Like, you know, because it's thousands of people, but it's just, it's always a weird day. Like, especially when I don't know why I feel like I'm always talking about the weather when it comes to 9/11, because it's like, it was like the perfect backdrop for this tragedy, right?
Yeah.
And today it's just like, it's the same exact weather.
Yeah, that's spooky. So yeah, it's just an off day, not super pargy, I would say, but we are here to bring the parge as best as we can, and we'll get there. And the stories actually are good, and like we'll swirl around, but like we'd be remiss to not just talk about like the tone in the air, the feeling in the country, and just like the tragic events of the last 24 hours and 24 years ago.
No, and seriously, like, I'm not even saying this as a joke. How did we get here? how do we get out?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how else to transition, so I'm just going to talk about something like a little silly, okay?
Okay.
So we sit in these chairs, right? And I don't know if you know about me. I always put like a bolster behind this pillow.
I can see it sometimes, yeah.
So I'm like pushed forward because my feet don't touch the ground. And you always sit in the chair as like God intended.
Oh, well, thank you. My feet don't touch the ground either.
No, I know. And I always think it's like so weird that you choose not to like follow me and do like the bolster thing.
No, you look like you're always trying to like leave the show. Like,
well, because
you
of my
literally
coccydynia.
sit like this.
Because,
okay.
Yes.
Bye,
because
fam.
of my coccydynia.
Yesterday
I have to.
we Patreon, and I think Claudia ended the podcast standing up.
Okay, obviously you don't have like sympathy or understanding of what living with coccydynia is like, but you know it's okay as we're used to it.
No, I have sympathy. I have my own aches and pains, and so I really I'm just looking out for number one here, you know.
So all that to say is that I've scooted back because I always look fatter than you, even though I am, but like I don't need to look it every day because I'm always more close to the camera. Now I'm backed up. My legs are dangling off. Like this is just such a weird way to sit. I can't believe you sit like this every day.
It's never bothered me, and I was actually just thinking about our Pargy set design and how we really crushed that, and how I love these chairs, and how I can't believe we used to sit in the chairs that we sat in.
Oh my God, no wonder I have coccydynia.
We might as well have been sitting in like chairs that you would sit in at a desk at school, like just like a chair.
No, and I actually like want compensation. I definitely deserve workers' comp because my coccydynia is 100% related to being forced to sit in that crazy boucle chair that was so hard and so thin, like there was no cushion. It was. I deserve workers' comp.
No, it's like it's a nice looking chair, and like when it's in like your sitting room and you're just there to like sit, but to plop
it's what the kids
down,
call an accent chair.
Plop down for an hour and a half every day, and like you know you're supposed to be comfortable, which will breed great discourse. I can't believe we did it in those chairs for so long, and I'm so grateful to these chairs. I think they're fab.
And if our show back then had like a negative tenor to it, that's why.
But it didn't even because we're such professionals.
Because you can't stop the beat, right?
Exactly. So shout out to these chairs. I just wanted to take a moment of appreciation. I know like the frames get all the glory, but like the chairs deserve...
All of the frames get all the grit, honestly. None of the glory.
They're really the face of the show. So they get both. They get like all the praise when it's good and then all the criticism when it's bad.
So true. I watched the final episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty, which was actually not the final episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty. I don't know why I just assumed that the 72-minute long 10th episode was going to be, or was that the finale? No.
Why is it so confusing?
Because, like, why wouldn't it be? But it didn't end. Like,
was it good? Are Jerry and Belly together?
Oh, there's another one. Okay, there's another one. I just want to say I'm so sick of this show. Belly's like living in Paris, and she thinks that like, you know, she's so classic. Like, I'm just gonna like, I blew up my life, so I'm gonna go live in Paris and like be Emily. Like, she's literally being Emily, and she's still like the same dumb bitch, except she's wearing red lipstick, and she thinks that like the red lipstick is like, and I get what they're doing. Like, the red lipstick is supposed to mark like a visual change in Belly. She looks like a clown. She looks like Miranda Sings. Like, she's getting her hair cut and she's chopping her hair off because she's like having an existential crisis. So she's telling the lady in the mirror, like, yeah. She's like, are you sure? You want to? Yeah, I'm sure. She's wearing this like stupid red lipstick. I hate this show and I'm not rooting for anyone.
So when does she get back together with Conrad? Next episode?
I don't know. I'm like, they're just taking too long.
I could see them changing the ending for the show where it's like she chooses herself.
Okay, I just want to say, I hate when people choose themselves. Like, you could do both, actually. You could, like, have a romantic partner and also, like, put yourself
like,
first.
in choosing love, you are choosing yourself because it's
well, that's like another way of looking at it. But you can also, like, do the hard work on yourself, grow, become the person you want to be whilst in a relationship. I don't like that, like, TV and movies are always teaching us that those two are mutually exclusive. They're literally not.
It's so crazy that you could have, like, two potential suitors that you're toggling between for 10 years because they're both so fabulous and both so in love with you. And, like, you're like, no, I think I'm going to, like, go with neither of them, and then eventually like a third perfect candidate for me is going to come along. Is that what you're saying? You think
like you get three great loves in your life? Please. It's such a frustrating show to watch. And like, I'm not into it anymore. I'm just like waiting for them to play the Taylor Swift songs. That's literally it.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds really bad like when you describe it.
Her and her stupid red lipstick. I couldn't get over it. And like they do a lot of like subtle product placement on the show, and I was just waiting for like a Revlon, you know, but it wasn't. And if I'm a makeup brand, like I don't want
nobody
to be
wants to claim it. Maybe they saw the
look.
footage. Maybe they sponsored it, saw the footage, and said,
"Never mind,
forget it. Take
Control
us out.
Z.
Keep our name out your mouth."
Literally. So that's what I did last night, just like keeping up with our tween demographic, because we're huge with the Gen Zs, and I just want them to know, like, yeah, I'm watching the same show as you. I'm young and hip. I might have had a baby, but I'm still extremely cool.
But they like the show? So does you not liking the show, like, does that give old?
Shows my age. I will say, I think the people critiquing the show are like the older people. I think. But I don't know.
Yeah. What do they say, like, on TikTok? Like, when you see people love it. It's like a cultural
just, like, eat
phenomenon.
up everything. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're showing your age. But that's a bridge too far. Like, you can't watch a show for the young people and then also pretend to like it for the young people.
And then start lying. Like, that's crazy.
No, that's not what we do here.
I just really loved those books. I was definitely like a little too old to be reading them, but I really enjoyed them. And I do think for the most part, they've adapted the show quite well, but like they're really making a meal out of this reunion. And it's like, I tuned into the show for 3 seasons just to see the reunion. Like, what am I going to get at this point? Less than an episode of them together.
Maybe they're preparing for Shayla.
Shayla's big return. I love that.
Let me know if it happens. I'll tune in.
I will. I'll keep you updated on Shayla's big grand reveal.
Can't wait.
What's it with you?
Not too much. What did I watch last night? I'm ready to start something new. I heard like Love is Blind Denver is out.
Is it out? I saw that Netflix just released like pictures of the people.
Oh, okay. You can't go by those pictures, by the way.
Ready to dive into a new season of Love is Blind. Love is Blind UK didn't do it for me, but it gave me like, the appetite for it.
Like if I just looked at the pictures from Love is Blind UK, and I think a lot of the contestants like posted their photos and they were like, don't look at me. Those pictures are so cruel towards the contestants.
Agreed.
So I don't want to have any preconceived notions. I won't be looking at the photos, but I'm excited for the season to start. I was actually going to start Perfect Match because my girl Juliet was on it. And Freddie.
Yes. And by the way, I know the outcome of Freddie's time on the show. Do you?
Based on what? No, I don't. Based on what you know, should I watch?
No.
Oh, okay.
He gets together with someone who I know you know from a different show.
Who?
And you want me to tell you?
Yeah. Now that you said no.
So remember the most previous season of Love is Blind where there was like the love triangle with Ben Platt and that girl Madison?
Yeah.
Freddie and like matched with Madison and they're like together on the show, although they announced afterwards that they didn't make it, after the show wrapped.
Okay, that's good. I guess like that would be worse, him being with someone that like I don't love for him.
Right.
But I do need him on more shows.
Oh, I forgot to tell you a huge update in my life. I got a water machine.
You didn't forget to tell me.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to tell you on the show.
Yeah, I saw you consuming your water, raving about it.
Yeah, like it's one of those machines that like just water comes out of, like a water machine. Yeah, I've used it twice already. I'm drinking water today. Slay the house down boots. Just like, I don't know, kind of grown girl shit.
Health things.
Yeah, and once I told Ben, like, it's like I can't even just have something, I told Ben, I'm like, I got a water machine. He's like, we should get one for the house. I'm like, well, we shouldn't because it's big and black and ugly. It's fine for the office, but not for my home. He was like, well, I really need it like for my sourdough.
So you know what you have? You have a water cooler. Are you going to be having chats?
If only I had like coworkers, we would like chat by the water cooler just to talk to.
Populate them around your water cooler.
Oh, Ben did start his loaf this morning. I have to update everyone.
I know. He texted me saying it's bread day. I said, keep me updated. You FaceTime me because he had a question. I am very excited for the two of you on your journey.
I mean, I personally feel like I've been lied to. I thought I would have bread for like the last week. I've just been like watching this smelly, yeasty mason jar on my counter grow mold. And so I'm ready to like receive a product.
Yeah, it will still be like another 24 hours, but yeah. But you're getting close. Maybe like
Ben
Friday
woke up
night
today,
dinner.
like, it's Coronation Day. He was like, it's bread day.
Great. Every day is bread day.
Monday, Tuesday, bread day.
I need to make a loaf. I feel like my loaves that I made last week, they're so good, by the way, but I feel like they're about to mold and then I'm going to have nothing.
I made a loaf this morning.
A pargy loaf?
Yeah, just like my morning loaf.
Don't be yucky.
Why? I don't have a period because
I know.
I'm breastfeeding. Actually, Slay, a lot of people don't know you don't get a period while you're breastfeeding. Part of the reason why I'm doing it.
Well, not everyone's different. People get their period when they're breastfeeding. Not
for
you.
Real?
Yes.
The doctor said like, no, you don't.
No. It's not 100% for everyone. Some people get their period back while they're breastfeeding. I didn't.
No, it's like
you haven't.
No, it's like no, I don't think that's true.
No, it literally is true.
Slay the house down. Yeah, like no period. So like if I can't talk about that bodily function, I'm going to have to talk about something else. And speaking of bodily functions, Jackie and I recorded a Patreon episode.
Periods.
Yes, we did a little update, new mama stuff, pregnancy stuff with Jackie, checking in with her, checking in with me. It was hilarious. And yeah, you're not becoming a leader in the space.
For sure. She's so open. She's so vulnerable.
Oh, did you see? Is this a story that Nina Dobrev and Shaun might have broken up?
I did see. I'm up.
I just briefly checked my phone during, a little production moment. And okay, so I didn't know if you had it for your stories.
Yeah, I did. I'm up on the trades.
Okay. Yeah, of course. I don't know why I expected anything else.
Yeah. Well, if you want to get into it, we could get into it.
How are the stories today? There's no segment today. It's just a regular episode of The Toast.
Sorry, everyone. It was so exciting yesterday. We had our segment. Everyone was talking.
Did you see us getting hate for our segment?
I saw like 3 people were disgruntled that the segment wasn't like juicy enough. Like,
no, that they said it was only 1 submission, not 3. Like, you guys, it was an extra. Like, I seriously, DTQ, I can't even defend you anymore. Like, please stop coming for my neck.
And then they were like, and the submission wasn't even that good, and I didn't like their
take. I thought it was really good.
No, it was an extra. Like, it was a fun extra.
I believe the words you were looking for are thank you.
Yeah, like, you're welcome.
My God, like, I seriously, I used to come from a place of like understanding with the DTQ, and now I'm coming from a place of hate. Like, seriously, get off my back.
Yeah, that was really crazy, but it was only like a couple people. It wasn't like the overwhelming response to yesterday's episode. But still, like, come on, guys,
do better.
Just like enjoy the bonus Jonas.
Speaking of the bonus, no, I'm kidding. I have nothing to say about the bonus Jonas.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so let's get into the story, shall we? Without further ado, it is time for the Fast 5 stories that you need to know.
And the Fast 5 stories that you need to know are brought to you by Booking.com. Yeah. From vacation rentals to hotels across the U.S., Booking.com has the ideal stay for anyone, even those who might seem impossible to please. Perhaps like a redheaded woman who's just like she has high standards when it comes to different, accommodations and such. And that's why she loves Booking.com. So whether you're booking for yourself, your partner, your picky co-host, or, the sleep light, rise early mom, you can find exactly what you're looking for on Booking.com. And maybe there was a time in my life where I could have just like booked a vacation, like on a whim. But now they require a lot of thoughtful planning, especially when I'm traveling, with my entire family. And Booking.com is great. They just have a ton of different options in terms of different destinations. So whether you're looking for like mountain vibes, beach vibes, and they also offer a lot of different options when it comes to accommodations. Because like these days, I need a room big enough for a bassinet. I need to be near a freezer because I have an amazing Pargy milk supply. So you can really find exactly what you're looking for. If our family can find the perfect stay on Booking.com, truly anyone can. So find exactly what you're looking for on Booking.com, Booking.yeah. You can book your next trip on their site, which is, of course, Booking.com, or on their app. So Booking.com, Booking.yeah. Today's episode is also brought to you by Magic Spoon cereal. They make high-protein, zero-sugar cereal and treats reinvented from your childhood. So the nostalgia is incredibly real. Probably one of my favorite memories of childhood is just like eating cereal that was so bad for you. It was fun. It was delish. But, as you grow up, have you had a bowl of cereal recently? Like, seriously makes you feel so crappy. Like, it's just not Pargy, but it tastes so good, and Magic Spoon is out here doing the Lord's work, reinventing those childhood favorites. Every serving of Magic Spoon high-protein cereal has 13 grams of protein, 0 grams of sugar, and 4 grams of net carbs, so you're not going to feel like crapola after a bowl of it. They come in nostalgic flavors like fruity, cocoa, and frosted. Magic Spoon's high-protein treats are crispy, crunchy, airy, and an easy way to get 12 grams of protein on the go. They come in mouth-watering flavors like marshmallow, chocolate peanut butter, and dark chocolate. So they're both great on the go, pre or post-workout, or a midnight snack. I feel like I learned when I was pregnant, like sometimes there's nothing better than a bowl of cereal. But like the way you feel after is real. It's literally the worst ingredients on the planet. But it's so nostalgic and it's so tasty. And Magic Spoon is out here like giving that tastiness and that nostalgia in a better for you alternative.
I gave Magic Spoon to the boys this morning. How kismet.
Kismet is up.
We had the frosted flavor because we finished like the one that's like the colorful fruity one. They loved that, but we finished the box, so we opened a new box and they loved it. Like
it's great for kids because like sometimes you just got to throw a handful of cereal like on their plates.
And sometimes they want like a mid-morning snack, and it's like it's not snack time, but I guess you could have a cereal.
Get $5 off your next order at magicspoon.com/toast or look for Magic Spoon on Amazon or in your nearest grocery store. That's magicspoon.com/toast for $5 off. Today's episode is also brought to you by Velvet Caviar, a new sponsor that I'm particularly excited about because I'm looking parchy. Do you see?
I just got the parchiest cases from Velvet Caviar and I'm so excited.
But I'm also thinking about getting a new phone, which is going to be really annoying because I have to get new cases.
Yeah, but they stay up on it, you know?
Yeah, they do.
I feel like they have the inside track because like they'll have a case for you as soon as you have a new phone.
No, literally the copy here says whether you're upgrading to the new iPhone 17 or you just want to give your current phone a fall refresh, the only phone case brand that we trust is Velvet Caviar. They've been around forever. I feel like they were the OG brand that everybody was rocking.
It's like, I want a sickening phone case, Velvet Caviar.
And sometimes, like, I know it's such a like weird, stupid thing to say, but like sometimes like refreshing your phone look is like it's like an accessory we don't think about like accessories. We think about jewelry, we think about like, you know, bags, but phone is like a fun thing. And I'm a working woman, so I always need like a sticky grippy and it like makes it look so ugly. They have matching ones now at Velvet Caviar. I'm obsessed. They have over 100 styles for the iPhone 17 in stock. They're ready to ship today. The cases are drop tested for up to 10 feet and MagSafe compatible. Oh, I'm only recently new to the MagSafe game. I'm loving it, I have to say. They are also a female-founded brand based in New York City since 2014. They've been on a mission to merge the world of fashion and tech with their signature, pretty yet protective phone cases and matching accessories like wireless chargers, grip rings, MagSafe wallets, phone charms, and more.
Charms. I got a phone charm.
I got the grip rings. I've never used that before. For the next 24 hours, our listeners can buy one, get one free on all of Velvet Caviar's phone cases and matching accessories with our code TOAST. That's velvetcaviar.com. Use code TOAST at checkout. VELVET caviar.com. Code TOAST for buy one, get one free on phone cases, accessories, and more.
Thank you. Parchi sponsors today.
Truly. I mean, Parchi sponsors every day.
Every day.
Day.
Every day is Parchi. Monday,
Tuesday, Parchi.
Our first story, Love is Dead, Shaun White and Nina Dobrev and their engagement and split after 5 years. So Nina Dobrev and Shaun White have, against all odds, been dating.
It's so true. It was like a fun fling that like we all just like were
two
into.
Different worlds coming together, and then they were
Did they get engaged?
Yeah, they got engaged October 2024, so I guess like it's been a year.
Shit or get off the pot.
They started dating in 2019. And you know what? I'm surprised by this. I feel like they were going to go the distance.
Who gets Miles Teller in the divorce?
I think she does.
Yeah, because of her close relationship with Kelly.
Yeah, I think. But maybe like him and Shaun will remain friends for a little bit until it becomes unfeasible.
Yeah, this is so interesting because it was like this random thing. They were spotted together and it definitely seemed like a fun night out or whatever. But it turned into this like really fun, cute relationship. They were friends with so many celebrities. They were always spotted out. I think for Nina, it was like a great get because like for so long, Nina was just like the girl. And I didn't keep up with Vampire Diaries, but it's actually crazy how famous she is I know she's worked since then, but not in anything meaningful. But she's sort of like the Jennifer Aniston. There was like a love triangle and she was the injured party. And that was just like always her thing. They were always talking about, I think it was Ian, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
And Nikki.
Yeah, obsessed.
And they're still together and they like live a quiet life and she has one pair of jeans that she wears every day.
Yeah, she's one of those people, Nikki Reed, who like gave up all her material earthly items. Could never be me. So when she got in this new relationship, I was like actually really happy for her because it looked really cute. But also like it took her out of this narrative finally of being like this loser in the triangle, like the girl who lost. And I really thought I didn't even think about them. I'm like, they're just a couple, you know, they're together forever. I thought they would eventually get married. I didn't even think about them when it came to people like who could possibly be breaking up.
Yeah, it's a loss for sure.
Huge.
I'm not even excited, like, who will they date next? Nothing would be more, like, exciting than this. They're, like, bridging two different worlds, bringing together. They were a very social couple. They were always, like, with other couples. They went through COVID together. I think she gave him a haircut. You know, they've been through a lot.
I do feel like it's possibly not the end. Like, this could be a breakup that maybe pushes them finally down the aisle. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm shocked by this.
Yeah. I feel like it's the end. The source, they're saying that it was a mutual decision, wasn't an easy one, but it was made with love and a deep respect for one another.
Sure.
Wait, so you love each other? Stay together.
Right. If you have so much respect,
That's all you can hope for in a relationship is love and deep respect. Like, those are two really good starting out points.
And you know it's not like scheduling because she's really not that busy as an actress and he is retired.
Well, I want to say, like, do you think maybe she fell in love with her co-star from It Happened One Summer? Because that's what that movie needs.
Agreed, but no. It would be great for the movie, but no.
Why no?
Because I think like what she had with Shaun was better than that. Do you know what I mean? Like a
You don't think seeing Tyler Hochul as the fisherman,
and I don't even think they've started production, so like that would be crazy if they started fucking.
Weathering the storm.
No.
What did he call it when he would give her a hug? A charging station?
Oh my God, that's such a niche reference from the book. How do you remember that?
So cute.
Yeah, charging station. That is cute.
Like, how could she not fall for him in his charging station?
Jackie, they haven't started yet.
Maybe at the table read, she got charged up.
Maybe. I don't think they've table read yet.
Maybe screen testing.
This is really crazy. Like, I do wonder what breaks up a couple like that. Like, they don't have real problems, you know?
I could see him being a little non-committal. Like, maybe there was never going to be a wedding. Maybe, he's kind of dicking her around a little bit, and she was a get off the pod situation.
Right.
And so she has to get off the ride.
I weirdly know a lot about Shaun White because Ben made me watch his documentary, which was very good actually on Netflix. And he like means a lot to like a certain generation of men, my husband included. Like he's literally Ben's idol. I've actually been thinking a lot about who are Ben's idols because Ben has like a lot of different personalities. And last night I was actually thinking of who are Ben's idols, and I think this is who Ben's idols are: Jack Black, Stanley Tucci.
Okay.
I would go as far to say Shaun White. Like he's definitely in there. And then somebody like musical.
What about like Kobe? He loves Kobe.
No, but who's Ben's favorite basketball player? It was like John Wall, who was like this Nick. Yeah, like
Wall.
I'm gonna ask Ben. Hold on.
I feel like it was Kobe. He was really affected by the passing.
He was, but I think all young men were.
Right. No, but I think he's just like all young men, like their idol.
Stanley Tucci.
Really? Stanley Tucci?
Yes.
I feel like between Jack Black and Ina Garten, like you have Stanley Tucci covered.
No, I think Ben like really respects like his masculine approach to like the culinary space, honestly.
Okay.
Stanley Tucci, Jack Black. What about a basketball player? I feel like I'm forgetting like Jalen Brunson, but like that's new.
That is new. Jalen Brunson didn't raise him.
No, John Wall.
Did Michael Jordan?
That's not John Wall. No. What's the guy's name? John Stark?
What about
John Wall
Michael
is like
Jordan?
Like, no.
He's not a Jordan guy?
No. Who are like the great basketball players?
Wayne Gretzky.
He plays hockey.
No, I know, but he's like someone who's like an iconic sportsman.
Like a lot of young men look up to.
Iconic sportsman of New York.
Is Wayne Gretzky New York?
He's a Ranger.
Oh, I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. I'll have to think. No, it's John Stark for sure.
Not John Wall.
Yeah, I got confused. John Wall's a different
really
basketball player.
Influential.
No, Ben like tells the story, and John Stark is also like because he's like a very famous Knick. He moves in a lot of Jewish circles because like literally only Knicks fans are like young Jewish boys, and I believe John Stark was like at Ben's bar mitzvah or something.
What about Derek Jeter?
Ben wasn't huge into baseball. Like really, Ben's like he loves basketball.
Not Mike Piazza.
No.
Sad.
I know Mike Piazza is your idol.
Yeah. What about any football players? Tim Tebow.
No.
Mark Sanchez.
That's my idol.
Yeah. Where is he?
He's in my DMs actually, Mark Sanchez, because we spoke about him once on the Toast, and he messaged me, and I just like didn't answer because I felt weird.
So moving on, I can't. deal with that. I seriously can't.
If I talked about you on the Toast, like do not message me, do not come, okay?
No, please stop.
Did we learn nothing from Tarek? Like,
stop it. Are you ready for our next story?
Yeah.
Kelce said she's made a very conscious effort not to discuss Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's engagement. So Kelce hopped on the pod today to address some rumors swirling because I guess she never talked about the engagement on her podcast since they've gotten engaged. She didn't congratulate the couple. She must have been getting so much backlash because she felt the need to address it on her podcast today. She said, quote, "I have made a very conscious effort to not discuss Taylor and Travis on this podcast because news outlets, tabloids, and AI, quite frankly, like to post quotes from whatever I say in reference to them." She said that like pretty much like she has a private relationship with them. If she has something to say or congratulate them, like she just texts them. She doesn't need to say it on the show. She hates when people just like take what she says either one out of context or two, like make a whole meal out of it. And it's like, hey, you know, eyes up here. I'm doing a show.
I totally agree with her sentiment. Like what she's actually saying is like, no, she doesn't need to make a comment every time something happens to people who are not her. Like, but
that's like not, but also like, that's not even what, it's not a comment. It's a woohoo. Like, you know,
but it becomes a news story. Like I know what she's saying. It's annoying.
It's the biggest story in the country. You know, it's not like you just like skipped over your brother-in-law's personal news. Like the biggest story in the country. She does a podcast every week where they like talk about relevant items. Like
her husband and his podcast like talked about it.
You are literally going out of your way to not talk about it.
And like I listened to the clip of her talking about it. Like she had a fucking attitude.
Hostile.
Like, hostile. I'm sorry. If anything, like I think more than ever now. And I've always thought like these two like definitely have a good relationship because like they both want it to work and like they're not trying to like start stuff. But if they were in high school, like they would hate each other, right? They're polar opposite in terms of personality. Taylor is like glittery, fun, like
it's funny because in this picture of them side by side, like they literally could be sisters. They are sisters, but
well, they are sisters. They just seem like two totally different personality types. Who wouldn't be
like
friends
the chill girl and the not chill girl.
Right, exactly. And I've always thought that like they're actually not a good match friendship wise, but there's probably no bad blood, and there probably isn't bad blood. But like I don't know, Kylie's like unnecessarily like harsh in her tone because I don't disagree with what she's saying at all. Like it's like why do I have to make a comment all the time? But like you do. Like you do.
Yeah. And here's like, I feel like if she never said anything, I would have like less concern because I understand why she doesn't talk about them. There are a lot of things that you could say as to why like she wouldn't talk about them. Donna wouldn't. Like it's this larger than life sort of thing. You don't want to like step in Taylor's world. You don't want to say the wrong thing.
Can I play the clip? I feel like
sure. Could I finish what I was saying?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. No? Sorry. That was so rude. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. You go.
And I do think sometimes like you can't explain yourself. Like, she would have been better off not explaining herself because it's not reading 100%, even though they might have a fine relationship and things are fine. But like sometimes people will never understand what you're trying to say or understand the full picture. And it's like not worth explaining yourself because you can only do it halfway.
No, and so she didn't congratulate them because she didn't want it to become a story. But now, like, her addressing the non-addressing is becoming the story. And it's like, it's negative.
Yeah. And like, she could always have these reasons in her head for why she doesn't talk about them. And I think there are plenty more than what she just said. But trying to explain it, it's really hard for people to understand.
And this is the explanation. And I just want to say, I understand what she's saying. Her tone makes me think like she doesn't even believe what she's saying. Because what she's saying and how she's saying it are totally different.
A very conscious effort to not discuss Taylor and Travis on this podcast.
Is this on 1.5?
I don't know. It's a
when I listened to it, it sounded like sped up. So I feel like that we need to know that.
Okay.
I have made a very conscious effort to not discuss Taylor and Travis on this podcast because
same
news outlets, tabloids, and AI, quite frankly, like to post only the quotes that they grab from whatever I say in reference to them. And here's where I think there is a disconnect. People do not realize that you at home, you have your family, and in your family, you might have a brother-in-law and they might be dating someone. You might have a soon-to-be sister-in-law, but you have a relationship personally with them that no one else is involved in because it's your relationship. And so I don't need to come out here.
Pause.
And
I just want to say that point was not well made.
I don't even know what she's saying, honestly, about like, my sister-in-law.
She's saying something. The point was not well made, which is like, it's an impossible task to try and explain yourself. Go on.
It is. And also, like, you might have a sister-in-law. Right. But not
in your family.
But no, I'm saying not all of you are public figures. That's like, it's not a relatable analogy. Yes, I have a sister-in-law. She is not a public figure. I would never like put her on blast here or talk about like what's going on in her life. She's a private citizen. Like it's not a relatable analogy.
No, it's not, because like if your sister-in-law got engaged, like you say congratulations, nobody's like looking to you for anything else.
Right.
Point was not well made.
Statements when I already talked to them. You see what I'm saying?
No.
We know that you talked to them. We didn't think that you didn't congratulate them privately. We just know you didn't congratulate them publicly. So we were like, what's going on?
We weren't. By the way, pause.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think that.
I didn't even notice it. And now I'm like noticing stuff.
My shit. I don't need you to take my comments and try and dissect it. I think it goes without being said.
Okay, I would agree with her wholeheartedly if she didn't host a podcast. She's like begrudgingly famous.
Yeah.
I get it. She's like, she's the opposite of, she does not want this life, but she does have a podcast and she is a part of this. So like, I would agree with everything she was saying if she wasn't saying it on her own weekly podcast.
That's like not devoid from like
her
relevant topics and relevant topics in the world.
Right. She talks about her family. She talks about what's going on in the world. So like what's going on in the world with your family is Taylor.
Yeah.
So incredibly happy for them. We are so excited that they are taking this next step. The girls are so excited to get another aunt. I am so truly happy for them. And I feel so happy for them. And I feel so grateful that we get to welcome Taylor into our family in a more official capacity.
And I just feel like when you have to say it, like I expected that you're happy for them. I'm expected the girls are so excited. When you have to say it, it just reads wrong.
And I just want to say, if I'm Taylor and I'm hearing this, like I'm not feeling warm and fuzzy, you know?
And that's why it's like, and then Kylie will like, if she heard this sort of criticism, she would be like, this is why I
didn't say anything.
And for me, I'm like, and you should have stayed not saying anything because there's really nothing that you can say that's ever going to like wash away if people have this sort of like niggling concern, which I didn't even. I can understand that they're just sister-in-laws.
You ended up saying something and what you said wasn't just congratulations, you know? Like, because if you weren't going to say anything, say nothing. Stick to that. I love that. I really do. Because I
and like
know
in your heart that you've been there for them and of course you're close
right.
and the whole world is crazy.
Right. But the fact that you did end up doing a segment on your podcast about it and it wasn't just like congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's our private relationship. So that's my brother-in-law, Travis, and my soon-to-be sister-in-law, Taylor. And so I don't need to talk about them all the time. Our relationship is private between us.
It's giving bad blood. Like, I'm telling you, she seems mad.
Yeah, it's giving angry. But like that's also just like her shtick. Also, you have to realize like her tone in her podcast is like, you know, yelling at everyone.
She's very like, this is how not gonna lie, like this is how it is.
Yeah, she's like to yell at everyone.
Yeah, literally us.
Yeah, so it's like when you take it out of context, it, like you're like, oh, why is she like talking like this right now? But she talks like that about everything
on her podcast.
But again, we are taking it out of context, like you said we would do, and you just should have like had enough confidence in like knowing that like you guys have a great relationship. This is how you want to run your show. You don't want to like feed the beast.
And it's like this huge thing in your brother and sister-in-law's life, and like you're not going to address it, which like is okay, whatever. But then you did address it, and so like you should have just addressed it when it happened and said congratulations. But now like I don't know if I'm Taylor, maybe like they have like a really good strong relationship, they're best friends, and like nothing can break them. But if I'm Taylor, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's a little rude.
Yeah, not perfectly done, I would say.
And Ben says his sports idols are Kobe, Carmelo Anthony, Amari Stoudemire, and Derek Jeter. I just don't
Claudia,
feel like he ever.
I'm 2 out of 4.
I know. I just don't feel like he ever talks about these people. Like, honestly, I feel like he doesn't know what he's like. I'm misunderstanding the word idol.
No, but I also feel like at the time that they shaped him as a young man, like you weren't his wife. So like maybe he doesn't talk about them anymore, but like they were formative in his life. And I just want to say I'm 50% there.
Yeah, you were.
And there was no Jon Stark?
Yeah, like I feel like.
Jon Stark is from Game of Thrones.
What is the basketball player's name who I'm thinking of?
He's obviously not like a household name.
No, he's not. That's the thing. He's not. Jon Stark.
Right back. What about John Wall Stark? By the way, you're literally just talking about Game of Thrones. John at the Wall Stark. Snow.
Jon Starks was a famous and popular shooting guard for the Knicks. I was right.
So right back. What about Jon Starks?
What about Jon Stark? It's funny how like you think you know your partner, you know?
Yeah.
You're like one of those women on Dateline.
I wonder. I feel like I could guess Zach's.
I feel like I could guess Zach's too. Drake.
Okay.
Drake is definitely one of your husband's idols.
Roger Staubach.
Justin Timberlake.
I think Kobe Bryant also, because he had a dog.
I think it's maybe like a universal.
Kobe. Like that's love. Cute. That's real love.
This is real. Real love. All right, I'll keep you posted on Jon Stark.
Please do.
Jon Stark at the wall with a knife.
I don't know how I can go through the rest of the show without knowing.
Yeah. All that to say, I'm just like, I can't lie. I think before this, I thought that there was weird blood. I could just see, I think I've said this on this podcast before, like I could just see Kylie really not liking Taylor and thinking she's annoying. They're such different girls, honestly.
I don't think that it has to be like bad blood, but I think sometimes, like I think Taylor met Brittany and they were kindred spirits. And like you feel that. They don't have to spend as much time together as they do. They obviously connect and click. And like sometimes that happens with people. And then sometimes you don't have that click. It doesn't mean that you dislike each other or hate or that there's bad blood, but it's like we don't have that like connection, which most people don't. It's a rare thing to have.
It's just, right. Like it's just your sister-in-law. Like
Yeah. I think that's how their relationship is. Like nothing negative or anything, but just like not this best friend for life.
Yeah, so before this, like I had a little seed of doubt for sure. I think now some people have that seed because of this very strange podcast conversation. We'll just have to see.
Yeah. Like, will she be a bridesmaid?
And like if I guess because Travis is like on the show, but like Jason I feel like is always down like to get in on Taylor lore and like ride the wave that is Taylor. Like it's paid off for him in so many ways, career-wise, success-wise. It's introduced him to a generation of women who love him for him now, but they only know about him because of Taylor. And I feel like he's just always game and always on board and like doesn't care if it's like, well, Taylor. And I feel like Kylie's just kind of the opposite. Like she wants her own thing.
For sure. But they're different in a lot of ways other than just that. So like, I'm not going to say that means anything. Like he's a wild man. She's not.
Right.
She's always sort of like chastising him for like, you know what I mean? They're very different. So that they could be different in this sense too.
Yeah.
Are you ready for our next story? Speaking of more family drama.
What?
Prince Harry and King Charles reunited in London for the first time in over a year.
Oh, I didn't even see this.
Yes. Harry was in London. He's been in London this week, and he was spotted arriving at King Charles's London home, Clarence House, around 5:20 p.m. local time Wednesday for a private tea. The pair chatted for just shy of an hour, Page Six is told, much longer than the 30-minute meeting they had the last time that the Duke visited his father.
Damn, like, I know that, like, there's a lot of bad relationships between Harry and the family, but, like, him and Charles, like, definitely have one of the worst.
Well, it has to be a little better than him and William because he did not see William.
True, but he's also like the King of England. So like you also, as Harry, as like a Brit, a royal member of the family, like you have to have also like a little bit of respect and visit. I think you have to visit.
You have to make
right?
the ask, yeah.
You don't have to visit William.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to visit Charles.
I don't know. Like,
how are you going to come into his kingdom? Like, it's literally like Game of Thrones. Like, you'll step into my land.
This is like Charles's world, and Harry is just sort of living in it.
Yeah, like,
and I know that they want for their children a lot of things that the royal family can give them, like titles and royal protection and things like that. So, like, you do sort of have to kiss the ring.
Yeah, you think Harry is still seeking those things?
Yes, I think it's very important to him and Meghan that, like, the things that the royal family can give Archie and Lilibet, that they get them, or they at least try to.
Do they not have titles?
Honestly, I don't know, and I can't keep up.
Agreed.
Like,
I can't,
and
I also
they got
can't
titles stripped from them, and then they use them still for business. Like, there's a lot of confusion. I don't know,
and I can't like speculate because I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to like the comments, and then the comments like I'm like, oh, so they said they have titles, and then those comments are wrong. Everyone's wrong. Nobody knows what's going on. I agree with you.
Now, it's interesting because I feel like Harry and Meghan take turns being the public-facing person of their relationship. Like, it's definitely been Meghan's hour for the last year or so with the podcast and with the TV show. And before that, it was Harry with the world tour and the books. I do feel like Meghan's going to start winding down soon. It's like hibernation, right? Like, she goes into the cave and he comes out. Maybe his big trip to London, meeting with the king, marks a changing of the guard. Season 2 is out. She's going to start winding down.
Yeah,
he's going to start winding up.
He was at the Wild Child Awards, which Molly May was at, and she posted him.
Oh, I enjoy Meghan's public-facing era more than I really, you guys know, I hate Harry. And with Meghan, it's fun and it's light and it's unoffensive and like we have a good time with love. I got a PR package. Like I really have an issue with him.
No, with Meghan, it's definitely like light and fun and there's a lot of like fodder for us. But like with Harry, it's tea. Like it's just so crazy.
Yes.
Everything he does is so crazy.
It's true.
And everything he doesn't do is so crazy.
Also true.
Like not seeing your brother. Your brother's had a hard year.
brother, right, and Kate,
Right.
right.
Like things are bad enough. Like 'cause people fight all the time, but then like big things, tragedies bring you together and you realize like the meaning of family and the meaning of life. And like they're beyond that point, which makes sense
beyond.
because he wrote a tell-all book talking shit about him and her that came out probably at a really difficult time in her life. Like sometimes you cut off your brother.
Just to spite your face.
And like that'll do it. Like that's cause. I have no issue with William and Kate for not wanting to meet with him.
I just want to issue a correction. John Starks was not at Ben's bar mitzvah. He was in Ben's bar mitzvah video. They like made a video.
You
for
said
Ben's
he
bar
was
mitzvah.
at his bar mitzvah?
I believe I did.
Oh,
So
I
who's
missed
not?
that.
So who's not listening to?
I missed that. That would have been crazy.
Yeah,
Who he was in his video? In what capacity?
I'm not sure. And I'm actually like, I don't really care anymore. You know, like, I'm kind of over John Stark at the wall.
Okay. Are you ready for our fourth story?
Oh my God, no, that was so quick.
I know. I guess it wasn't. Like, remember when we talked about Shaun White? And that was a while ago.
Sometimes I wish that I could freeze the picture. I'm having too much fun, Jackie. Slow it down.
Okay, I'll slow it down and I'll see if there's anything else. Maybe like a bonus extra story that you guys
See
can
if
yell
any
at us
news.
about.
Well,
Right.
I do the ads. See if any news broke or anything. Okay.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I always do when you're doing the ads.
So this commercial break is brought to you by Skims. We are women, right? And I'd like to say real women. You know, we're going through lots of different life stages, and that comes with bodily changes. Breastfeeding, obviously, I've got lots of needs when it comes in the underwear department. Before Skims, you know, underwear was always an afterthought. But these days, undergarments is just as important as what I'm wearing on the outside. And I need the best in the biz when it comes to shapewear, when it comes to bras, when it comes to underwear, when it comes to intimates. That's what we're calling them. And that's why I go to Skims. And I usually really reach for my Fits Everybody collection. They make Fits Everybody bras. They have this Fits Everybody collection, and they make a bunch of different pieces. But I really like the bralettes. Especially, it's easy to whip a titty out if you need to just, you know, feed your youth. And the t-shirt bra. I actually just got 2 new bras from Skims because I needed to size up. And let me say this. When you breastfeed, you reach a bra size that you didn't even know existed. And most places do not carry, I don't even want to say it. I'm just like embarrassed. But they don't carry my bra size. But let me tell you, Skims does. Skims does. I actually ordered 2 bras in 2 different sizes because I wasn't entirely sure. Like, they have so many options. That's what people love about Skims, is their size inclusivity. And let me tell you, I've reaped the benefit of it. You could shop our favorite bras and underwear at skims.com. And after you place your order, be sure to let them know that we sent you. Select podcast in the survey, and be sure to select the toast in the drop-down menu that follows. Today's episode is also brought to you by OpenPhone. If you're running a business, you know that every time you miss a call, you're leaving money on the table. When every customer conversation matters, you need a phone system that keeps up and helps you stay connected. And that's why you need OpenPhone, the #1 business phone system that streamlines and scales your customer communications. It works through an app on your phone or your computer, so there's no more carrying 2 phones or using a landline. With OpenPhone, your team can share one number and collaborate on customer calls and texts like a shared inbox. That way, any teammate can pick up right where the last person left off, keeping response times faster than ever. Plus, with AI-powered call transcripts and summaries, you'll be able to automate follow-ups, ensuring that you never miss a customer interaction ever again. So, whether you're a one-person operation drowning in calls and texts, or you have a large team that needs a better collaboration tool, OpenPhone is a no-brainer. See why over 50,000 businesses trust OpenPhone to manage their business's calls and texts. OpenPhone is offering our listeners 20% off your first 6 months at openphone.com/toast. That's OpenPhone.com/toast. Plus, the best part is that if you already have existing numbers with a different service, OpenPhone will port them over to you at no extra charge. OpenPhone. There's no missed calls, no missed customers. Head over to openphone.com/toast to get 20% off your first 6 months. OpenPhone, OpenPhone.com/toast. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Today's episode is also brought to you by Daily Look. If you're always looking for ways to inject newness into your wardrobe, you can now with Daily Look. So Daily Look is the #1 highest rated premium personal styling service for women. With Daily Look, you get your own dedicated personal stylist to create a box of clothes based on your body shape, your preferences, and your lifestyle. It's not an algorithm. It's real personal stylists getting you. You're going to get the same stylist every time, so they really get to know you. You can try up to 12 premium pieces per box in the comfort of your home, saving you time and effort. So whether you need something effortlessly chic for a day at the office, or you want to upgrade from last year's wrinkled sundress, Daily Look has got you covered. I love this concept. Your stylist really gets to know you, and they're really going to nail it in terms of where you're going. If you're going through like kind of a wardrobe renaissance, like you're just totally looking to change it up, this is the perfect place to start. Or if you genuinely don't have the bandwidth to figure out what to wear, this is perfect. A great use of your time, because sometimes like putting together an outfit is the hardest part of your day, and it can actually affect your mental health. And there's no need for that, you know, especially with Daily Look. When Daily Look exists, like we're taking charge. It's really simple. You fill out their style quiz, including your price and lifestyle preference, and you'll get 12 hand-selected items delivered to your home, and then you can buy what you love and send back the rest. It's time to get your own personal stylist with Daily Look. Head to dailylook.com to take the style quiz and use our code TOAST for half off your first order. Once again, that's dailylook.com. Code TOAST will get you 50% off your first order. Make sure to use that code so they know that we sent you. dailylook.com. Our promo code is TOAST. Today's episode is also brought to you by BetterHelp. So we like to turn to funny places for support. I think a lot of people listen to this show for a nice little break, but not everyone is a therapist, and not everyone is the one. Find your right match with BetterHelp. We've all done it before, you know, turning to your barista, your hairdresser, just a random stranger in the bathroom for life advice. And as fun as it is to talk to, you know, with everyone about everyday topics, sometimes when you're looking for real issues about relationship, anxiety, depression, or other clinical issues, those people may not have the right answers. Instead, get guidance from a credentialed therapist online with BetterHelp. So BetterHelp offers really quality therapists. Their therapists work according to a strict code of conduct. They are fully licensed in the U.S. And BetterHelp is committed to matching you with a therapist that is a perfect match. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps you identify your needs, your preferences, and their over 10 years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means that they typically get it right the first time. But if you aren't happy with your match, you can switch to a different therapist at any time from their tailored recommendations. They're super flexible, so it's done completely online. BetterHelp lets you pause your subscription whenever you need to, switch therapists at any time, at no additional cost. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, and they have served over 5 million people globally. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Find the one with BetterHelp. Our listeners are getting 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/toast. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/toast. It's super convenient. You can join a session with a therapist at the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your very busy life. Plus, you can switch therapists at any time. So to get that offer of 10% off your first month, visit betterhelp.com/toast. That's HELP.com/toast.
Thank you, /Jert.
You're welcome, /Jert.
Are you ready for our fourth story now?
Yes.
Victoria Beckham's Netflix docuseries sets October premiere date. So Victoria Beckham's upcoming Netflix series titled Victoria Beckham has set a premiere date. It is being produced by the production company that did David Beckham's documentary Studio 99, and that's also David Beckham's production company. And they do a good job producing productions.
They do. My takeaway from the Beckham documentary was like, I want more of the Beckham family. Obviously, it was about him and his career, whatever, but like so many of the takeaways were people just being obsessed with him and Victoria and their life. And she had so many viral moments, drove a Bentley, and she has the most fascinating life outside of her relationship with David. The Spice Girls, Victoria Beckham Couture. She's like literally for a very long period of time was one of the most famous women in the UK. And I'm so looking forward to this. Of course, I'm hoping they touch a little bit on what's going on with her daughter-in-law.
I know.
But because it's produced by David, for David, with David, like it's so not happening. But she's so interesting outside of this scandal that she seems to be a part of. So I'll be fine without it, although it would be nice.
Yeah, so it's going to chart the rise of the Spice Girl turned fashion designer and mom of 4, and then it will also follow her as she preps for another Fashion Week show. It'll be a 3-part series dropping on October 9th. But what will be interesting, and I doubt that they'll be there, is if Brooklyn and Nicola will go to the premiere. Because remember, for David, the whole family...
Yeah, it was a big thing.
So it will very much signal everything that we already know to be true if they don't go.
It'll also be interesting who they bring in as like, you know, testimonials in a documentary. David had a lot of his like former players. I'm assuming a Spice Girl or two will be involved. You know, they're always available.
Yeah. I wonder who from the fashion world.
Kids.
Maybe Anna Wintour.
Maybe Anna Wintour.
Maybe Kim. Like Kim is a friend of her. Eva Longoria is a really good friend of hers.
And who were they saying when they moved to LA they became really good friends with? Was it Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be in
it.
He's not one to be in a documentary.
No. And he would have been in David's.
Yeah. That was an interesting little factoid.
Yeah. They're good friends.
I feel like they're just going to give the people what they want because it was so good for them. Like, not that they've ever had an image issue or a relevance issue, but they've definitely been like low key before David's documentary. They were just like, you know, not has been. Of course not. But like an older sort, but it injected this new life. People became obsessed with them, their bees, their family, everything. So I really think they're just going to give people more of what they want, which is behind the scenes, at home stuff with them. Victoria being her very posh self, talking about the Spice Girls. So there's literally there's no reason they shouldn't do this.
No, and personally, I'm very excited to watch it. Like, it's the exact sort of content I need right now. Like, a docuseries, I want like true, but I want serious and I want interesting, not just like nonsense.
And, you know, they're both big stars. I don't know who I could say is like a more famous person in their relationship, but she does have an incredibly impressive business that I don't think a lot of people even think of when they think of the whole Beckham ecosystem. She's literally at the helm of like a couture brand. Just like Chanel. Not really, but like it's up there.
Yeah. No, and it's not been done except by like Mary-Kate and Ashley would be comparable, but like the row gets its flowers all the time.
Right.
Very excited.
Yes, I love this. And yeah, the premiere is another interesting, if they do have like a big red carpet affair.
That'll just confirm what we know.
I don't know why. You're right. We confirmed, like, they weren't at the vow renewal with
They're not going to be there, but like, because we have like this apples to apples comparison of like how it went for David's, they're not going to be there.
They're not going to be there. Like, don't hold your breath.
And that will really signal. Not that there's not been signals.
Right. Also, what happened to Victoria? No, Brooklyn and Nicola's like renaissance with Selena Gomez. Like, was Nicola on Selena's Bachelorette?
Not that I saw.
What happened there? That was like a weird threesome friendship.
I mean,
it was the kind of friendship like a couple only has with like a single woman. Like, it was, you know, now that Selena has her own relationship, like it was definitely like a weird like third wheel thing.
Yeah, no, it's weird. It's so weird to be so close and then not close. Like, and then it confirms weirdness. Like, there's no other way about it. It confirms weirdness.
We'll see if they're at her wedding.
Yeah.
If it's like a big affair. There's definitely weirdness. It's kind of seeming like maybe Nicola and Brooklyn are the problem, but we'll see.
Well, that's for damn sure. Are you ready for our fifth and final story? Mm-hmm. Little new couple news, a little sports news. Because Brooks Nader is dating tennis pro Carlos Alcaraz after sparking Jannik Sinner rumors.
Okay, so that's what I had heard, that she was dating Sinner, who's the number one player in the world.
I think I said that because she was like, they're doing press for their show. She was on a radio show with her.
And by the way, someone else told me that too. I heard it elsewhere.
Because they were saying on the show that like the sisters were saying, they were talking about Brooks, like, oh, she's dating someone. Yeah, she's being courted, you know, in her racket. Like, it was like they were dropping all these clues, and
the ball's in your court.
love.
Right.
And people deduced that it was
deuce. Okay, I'm done.
People deduced that it was Jannik Sinner.
Right.
But it was actually Carlos Alcaraz who won the U.S. Open. Like, he's the number one guy.
It's a bigger slay. I'm sorry. I know Jannik Sinner is technically the number one ranked player in the world, but like in terms of fame, it's Alcaraz, such a slay. The house down. And I'm sorry, like, when it comes to, I feel like we've been talking a lot about like tennis wags, like Paige Lorenz. Like, we need Brooks in there. Get in there, girl.
Yeah, I worry though that they're not that serious and like putting it out there. It's just going to be like a flash in the pan. Like, a lot of times, like, people date for a while underwater. Like, think of it like an iceberg. They have all this underwater, and then you just see the tip at the top, but there's all that there. I just feel like we're just seeing the tip at the top, and it's like not a lasting thing.
No, it's giving fling, but I'm having fun.
She said the rumors are true. Dating is such a loose term, but I do know he's the man of the hour.
Where did she say that? She's so crazy.
To E! News. She is crazy. And I watched the first 2 episodes of Love Thy Nader, and they're about Gleb, because like he was meant to be like her boyfriend on the show and like be in the show. And then in the first episode, like she catches him really accidentally, like caught him like cheating in such like vigorous, voracious way. Like, he left her apartment and he left her phone at her apartment. And he like left to go back on Dancing with the Stars tour. And so first she's like calling him a million times and he's not picking up, and she like is like freaking out. She's like heartsick. Like, she thinks he's like ghosting her, whatever. Then he finally gets in touch and said, I left my phone in the Uber. So the Uber then dropped it off at Brooks's apartment. And, like Brooks just like has this feeling that she should go through it. And she gets into it, and they don't even tell us the extent of what she found, but it was like all about like him having like threesomes in Joshua Tree, scheduling upcoming threesomes, videos of former.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like really twisted stuff. And like they were feeling so sick. Like he was like staying in an apartment with her and her 3 gorgeous sisters, probably like fantasizing about having like
yucky.
orgies.
Stop.
Really disgusting. And she is torn up about it, and that's like Gleb.
She's so crazy though, because like she was linked to Tom Brady. Mm-hmm. She's like so upper echelon. Like she's dating like the most eligible guys, but then she's also like kind of lowbrow talking to E! News. Like, yeah, I'm dating him. Like she's kind of crazy.
And like dating her Dancing with the Stars partner.
Right. That's lowbrow.
It is. And I think her sisters were saying, because they were sus on him like from the whole first episode, and I think they were just saying like she's never been like adored like this before. They called it love bombing, but I just think like she loved the way their relationship was. But girl, you could do so much better, and you are.
No, I know. It makes me like excuse me, I literally just burped into the microphone. I'm sorry, guys. It makes me confused.
Yeah, it's confusing. But her and her sisters are really cute. They're like 4 girls. They have such a cute dynamic. My favorite is Mary Holland, because she like works in finance, and she's
not about this life.
Yeah, no, and I think she's dating an Earl.
Oh, love that.
Yeah, and she's just like the one like that has like the, you know, she's like the straight
voice of reason.
Like, and so I like getting to know her.
So you think she's probably like the turdy?
For sure. And they're all like just so gorgeous. But I also like, I need more information on them. Like, I feel like they just like dropped the show. They're like, Brooks, we grew up in Louisiana, and Brooks brought us all to New York, and we're here, Sports Illustrated, whatever. I'm like, how did we go from A to
Maybe
B?
it's just that. Like,
no, but like, I just feel like I have so many questions about like the last 5-10 years, you know, and now they're all living in an apartment together in New York, which is like great for the show, but it's like, well,
is it a nice apartment?
It's so nice. How many
bedrooms?
I don't know. And like, are you just moving in for like 2 months to film the show? Like,
right.
I just want more information. I'm sure like maybe there's more in subsequent episodes. But
yeah, maybe if you watch more than 2 episodes, you would get the information.
Like, I just like wanted to get. I just need more backstory, and like even like Brooks's divorce.
Right, and he's dating Naomi Olindo,
and they just kind of like skirt over that, which I understand because like
right.
You're not gonna like bring him into it. He's pitching tomorrow, and he's kind of like a common person. He's not a celebrity.
He is a lay person, yeah.
But I'm gonna need more info.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need more info. So, anyways, Mazel Tov, like to Brooks and Carlos. I hope that it goes a distance.
Yeah, it definitely is giving like he's in New York for the U.S. Open, and like this is how he's celebrating. But if they do, I'm down for them to last. But Brooks, I just feel like she's on this like upward trajectory. This is just one notch in her bedpost.
Agree, but I also feel like she's like a lover and would like love to be in a relationship. And but on the other hand, then her and her sisters were saying like she has a roster. So I don't know where she's at today.
Me neither. I know where I'm at, and that's that I'm literally minutes from peeing in my pants. So that's
Classic.
how I know it's. Sometimes there's like your body tells you that the show is over.
Mm-hmm. Hunger.
Usually I get hungry.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to pee. Sometimes my coccydynia is flaring up so bad. It's like if I go one more minute on this show, I will end up in the hospital.
Sometimes sweating.
Of course. But I don't know if I told you. Some of you guys, nobody's really noticed my little black remote. Sometimes you guys might see in the last like week or two, I've just been like clicking my remote. She's got
giving
a
presentation.
Yeah, literally, I'm giving TED Talk. No, it's my standing fan. So the sweating issue is like not really a problem for me anymore because I took matters into my own hands.
Parch.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for listening to the Toast and Millennial Morning Show, where we deliver the fast 5 stories you need to know every Monday through Friday on YouTube. So you're watching us on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as podcasts and where podcasts be found. So it's Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Radio, iRecast, all the places where visit podcast, but also totally 5-star review about how beautiful, stunning, and wickedly talented we are.
Love ya. Bye. Leave a comment.
I need you to say leave a message. Like we have to leave it.
Feels wrong.
It's too cute. Do it again.
Love ya. Bye. Leave a message.
Wait, now do it again with a lisp.
Love ya. Bye. Leave a message.